What's up? It's Susie Bullock from HeyGrillHey.com, and today we're making one of my most favoritist tacos from the taqueria. We're doing BIRRIA tacos. If you've seen them, they're everywhere lately. Shredded beef tacos, tons of cheese, dipped in the most luscious consomme. You're gonna freak if you haven't had these before, and if you had, you know you're in for a treat. So let's get started. Now, traditionally, BIRRIA tacos are not made on the smoker, and they're not always made with beef. Oftentimes you'll see them with goat, but due to access and because I like to transition a lot of recipes to being cooked outdoors on the smoker, we're doing smoked BIRRIA tacos today, and we're doing them with a beef chuck roast. And the process is really similar to my smoked pulled beef, if you've had that before, but we're adding in some delicious chilies and aromatics to really bump up the flavor profile in a way that is perfect inside of tacos. First, let's start by prepping our meat for the tacos. Like I said, we're using a beef chuck roast today. Anywhere between 2 and 4 pounds is fantastic. That's typically the size you'll find them in the grocery store. If it's smaller, like 2 pounds, it'll cook quite a bit faster than 4 pounds. But again, times are just a guideline. When it's barbecue, you go by temperature and by feel. We're gonna season this on both sides with my Fiesta rub. You can grab this on my website, the Hey Grill Hey store, or I have a recipe that you can make it yourself at home, because I love you. This Fiesta rub has a lot of seasonings in it that are gonna reinforce the flavors that we're putting in the braising liquid: onions, garlic, chili powders. It even has some lime powder in there, so it's nice and zesty and super delicious. And it has a little bit of Mexican oregano, which we're also putting in our braise. So it kind of ties everything together. Layers, people, layers. All right, that looks good. Let's get started on the base of our braising liquid. Now, like I said, tons of aromatics, lots of chilies. This broth is going to be loaded with flavor. Let's look at the major players in the broth that's going to make up our consomme that we dip our yummy shredded tacos in at the end of the cooking process. We start with a yellow onion that's been quartered, 8 cloves of peeled garlic, and if you crush them a little bit while you're peeling, even better, more garlicky flavor will get into the broth. I've got a tablespoon of Mexican oregano that's dried, about half a bunch of fresh cilantro, and then we go into the chili peppers. I've got 2 ancho chili peppers, and these are dried peppers. They'll rehydrate during the cooking process and lend a ton of delicious, dried, smoky, chili-enriched flavor to our broth. 2 guajillo chilies, and optional but recommended, 3 chilies de árbol. All of these add a little bit of a different chili flavor that gives us a really well-rounded, most flavorful finish. And my personal favorite, 2 chipotles and adobo sauce. Chipotles are smoked jalapenos, and the adobo sauce is a really rich and flavorful and spiced kind of broth that they soak in, and you can find them in the can. We only need 2 of them and about a tablespoon of that adobo sauce. Now, to all of the yummy goodness we have in the bottom of our pan, we're gonna add 4 cups of beef stock. I've also seen people use half beef stock and half beer, so if that's something you're into, you can add a lot of flavor that way. We really like the traditional straight beef stock flavor profile. That just goes right over the top of everything. Broth is in, we're ready to head to the smoker. I've got it preheated to 250 degrees using mesquite wood. A really bold wood choice is a great option here. We're gonna put our pan of broth on our bottom shelf, our chuck roast on the top shelf, so that as everything smokes and cooks, the onions soften, the chilies soften, the beef is going to be dripping anything juicy and delicious into the broth below, and let's get it on there. All right, so like I said, broth underneath, seasoned chuck roast above. We're gonna close the lid and let that smoke at the 250-degree mark for about 4 to 5 hours. We're shooting for a target temperature in our chuck roast of 165 to 175 degrees. It'll take on a lot of smoke during this first cooking period, and then we'll be ready for our next step. Our chuck roast has been on the smoker for just about 4.5-ish hours, and it has stalled out so heavily. It is not budging past 145, but the color is beautiful. I know it has enough smoke flavor, and my liquid has reduced beautifully. So we're gonna bump our chuck roast down into our liquid, cover it tightly with foil, and then continue cooking so that the meat and those juices can all braise together. This is going so good. All right, you guys, I just checked the temperature on my BIRRIA. It looks like after about 2 hours of being in the braise, we hit our perfect target temperature. I normally shoot for beef chuck roast that I want to shred between 205 and 210. It'll give you the easiest pullability, and that's right where we are. But beyond that, the smell coming out of this skillet is unbelievable. There are a couple of steps to assembling these tacos. Nothing too difficult, just a process, but I promise it's totally worth it. We're gonna carefully transfer our beef roast to a plate so it can rest, and then we need to strain all of this delicious, yummy goodness from our skillet into a separate bowl. All right, I'm actually gonna put my roast back in my pan just to keep it a little bit warm until I'm ready to shred it. Make sure we get all of that juicy goodness out of our consommé, and then we can discard this. There are some people that like to blend the onions and the garlic and the peppers in with their consommé. I separately, I split it apart. I split it apart. I don't like to blend it together quite so much because I love this really smooth, luxurious, velvety dipping sauce without the added texture of everything mixed together. But if you like a thicker consommé, that's totally something you can try. Let's talk about this dipping sauce for a second. You can see it is quite thick. The first time I've tested, I made these tacos 3 times in a week when we first started developing them because I was very invested. It is really reduced, and depending on your chuck roast, sometimes it puts out more moisture, so you end up with a lot more stock. Sometimes it really cooks down and you don't end up with quite enough. I'm actually gonna reinforce this with an additional probably 2 cups of beef stock to bring it back to life, make sure all the ratios are perfect, and I have enough for dipping my tacos when we're finished. Okay, looking at that, it is exactly what I'm looking for. It was a little bit too dark before. Now it's the perfect light beef brothy, perfect level of saltiness, perfect level of heat from the chilies. Next up, we're gonna shred our beef, and then we're ready to make tacos.
Oh, where'd you get those?
Whoa, from my magical drawers of wonder. Beautiful, meat shredded. It's time to assemble our tacos. I love using corn tortillas for these. I think it gives the best texture, a nice crispy crunch on the outside. And we're gonna be cooking ours on a flat top griddle outside today. You can do this in a pan in your kitchen. You just need high heat, a nice flat cooking surface, and then we're gonna be topping them with some quesadilla cheese. The meat goes inside, you fold it over, crispy, crispy, crispy on both sides, and then we can top it with lime and cilantro and onion and dip it in the yummy, yummy sauce. You ready to make some? Me too. Okay, so each tortilla gets a little dunk in your consommé mixture, and then right on your griddle. This up there. These look perfect. We've got these little ooey gooey crunchy pieces, got it, of cheese on the outside, but then the soft and gooey cheese on the inside with that smoky meat. Ah. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Now, Todd and I are incredibly fortunate to live in a part of the United States where we have some super legit, very authentic Mexican restaurants that make amazing birria tacos. And I cannot say that these are going to be as amazing as theirs are because they've been making them for so much longer. But this is my best attempt at a backyard barbecue version of our favorite kind of taco, and I cannot wait to dive in. Okay, let's talk about the setup here because how you serve it is just as important as how you make it. We've got our consommé that we transferred into a beautiful little dipping bowl. Got to top that with fresh cilantro and fresh chopped yellow onion. It is non-negotiable. It'll kind of float to the top of the consommé, and then as we dip in our cheesy, crunchy, delicious, meaty tacos, it soaks up all of the delicious flavors. It's like a chili spiced version of a French dip, and I cannot get enough of it. Or a crunchy cheese bite. If you so desire, because these do pull a little bit rich, I mean, I'm not gonna say no to a squeeze of fresh lime. Look at the cheese, the level of cheese, extreme cheese. You could even, I don't know, put a little more cilantro and onion on the inside, I suppose, if that's what you're into. This is my job. This is a great day, you guys. Yes. Oh, come to mama.
Cheese pull.
Of everything I ever wanted it to be. All of the flavors from your favorite taqueria, but cooked over wood fire. And I think it just takes it to a different place. Kind of a mashup, if you will, of barbecue and Mexican food. And I'm 100% here for it. I have a sneaking suspicion you guys are gonna want to grab this recipe. You'll be able to find it on heygrillhey.com or on the Hey Grill Hey app. If you cook this one, please take a photo or make a video, post it online, use the hashtag HeyGrillHey, or tag me, that way I can see it and cheer you on your journey to becoming a backyard barbecue hero. Now, it wouldn't be a Hey Grill Hey video unless we had Taste Test Todd involved, and I gotta be honest with you, I developed this recipe for Todd, and I feel kind of guilty being the one that's just standing here enjoying it. So come on in, Todd.
Okay.
It's Taste Test Todd time. Everybody's favorite time.
Can we get more taste test Todd, please?
You know that's what they ask.
What about dipped it in the cilantro and onions?
Oh, wait. No, you don't want to dip it in there. Dip it in this one. Yes, give me some of that. Oh.
That's beautiful. Thank you so much for this.
Describe it to me. What does it taste like?
This is a perfect mix of flavors. You get the corn tortilla, which is like, for me, is a traditional Mexican flavor. But the smoky beef, I get a spice from the chili, the cilantro and onion, I taste the lime. It's freaking perfect, dude. I love this so much. Don't mind if I do.
We can double dip, right? Because we're married.
Oh, the cheese, I forgot about the cheese.